Cousins gives way to Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston, his throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Fourth down, Winston. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Cousins now from the 50. Flushed out right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins, middle of the field to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Play fake. Cousins. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. The Vikings send out their punter.
Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. There's Chris Olave. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 62 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Third and long for Cousins. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here's Hardy set to return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 23 yards on the play. First down, Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Winston. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on second down. Winston, again, he's got that man Landry. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. What's good on the extra point? And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 74 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Cousins. He's got Smith here. Room here to run. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
First down, here's Cousins. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On 2nd down, Cook. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Steps away to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And this one will be returned